to the
Heidi and Batch show.
Post-swim show. Heidi and Batch post-swim talk show. With no real guests yet.
So sometimes we do share a brain, Batch and I, which is a bit scary, given that we're different people and live, 7,000 kilometers away.
We have a lot of good things to talk about today. But before we do that, before we go on to bigger and better things, a recap of today's swim activities.
Okay.
Harold, roll tape. Now, can you talk to us about the proper crawl stroke in English, please?
I don't know.
Just make it up.
The proper way of swimming crawl is to look ahead of you when you're swimming, not at the bottom of the pool. So I'm going to start with the head. It should be looking ahead. And then there should be rotation of the upper body. It should not just be the arms crawling on their own. I'm assuming that you've passed your red Croix Rouge level.
Oh,
you
yeah.
already know what crawl is. So
My red, purple, and orange. Did all
so
of
I'm
those.
giving you the more technical, sophisticated aspects.
I try to wipe my mind clean of the theory and do it.
And how does that work for you, Rick Mercer? You don't know who Rick Mercer is? Oh my God.
Just watch me.
Honestly, it's cool in the most efficient way. And definitely outside of the water, it's turn your arms out so that your shoulders feel good. Some people think that you should bend your shoulders, but I've seen some, Olympic athletes who have come out with their arms straight, so.
Okay. Riveting. Absolutely inspiring and
Splashfulous.
smashing.
No, okay, no. Okay, yeah, good stuff.
A few notes that we would like to bring up here. First of all, it was Catherine's birthday last week. Happy birthday, Catherine.
On the 12th of July, for those of you who might have forgotten this year and want to get it again next year.
Also, congrats to the Germans for winning the World Cup. Congrats to the Germans.
Okay, those of you who know me will know my issues with just about everything in that. And those who don't, which my brother appears not to be one who does, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, sure, I'm happy a country won. What country had to win? And if it's the Germans, well, they won.
So, and by the way, today, July 16th is Alexandra's birthday. Little Jerry, baby love, happy birthday.
Joyeux anniversaire, feliz cumpleaños.
Now, every now and then, you might have a friend or a family member that comes to Canada after having lived several months or even several years in Europe. And all of a sudden, Europe this, Europe that, Europe is better, Europe is this, here a Europe, there a Europe,
He's talking
everywhere
about
a Europe.
Maxime, just to clear that up.
So I thought this segment is called Heidi Gets the Bitch About Canada versus Europe segment. And there's going to be a comparison between Europe and Canada. I know you mentioned something about the coffee drinking.
Indeed, the coffee drinking. Definitely Italian coffee, Portuguese coffee, Spanish coffee. I mean, you can't go wrong there. It's good stuff. It's strong stuff. It's not just what it is. It's also how they drink it. So they actually drink it mindfully, sitting down. Okay, not everybody has the Italian rule of no milk after 11 a.m. That is. So you should only have black coffee after that, or nothing with a lot of milk. But most of those countries, they sit down to have their coffee. They have a little coffee and they sit and they talk. It's not walking around with a friggin' liter, of diluted coffee and slurping it down the street, because then you're not mindfully drinking something delicious. So, and I think that happens mostly in North America. And
so the North American way of going to the Starbucks and grabbing a cafe latte, thank you so much.
Merci, thank you.
We get our croissants this time.
During, yeah.
And so the North American coffee, cafe latte grande down the street as you're going to work doesn't really apply in...
None of the countries I've lived in, except, maybe that's happening now in the UK. I'm not sure if they did that with tea before, but apparently coffee is taking ground. But I don't know nothing about the UK except, of course, for, I've only been to Oxford, Cambridge, and London, so whatever, that's aside. But definitely, even in the countries where they drink diluted large coffees, which I would put the Netherlands in there, I would put Sweden in there, maybe maybe a bit, no, I would put Switzerland, but they don't do that actually, they're more French. And Belgium is kind of in between, it depends. But anyway, even where they drink not such amazing for me coffee, they don't do it in the walking. They usually, it's still a moment of taking it. However, in Sweden, people do have it while they're working, and the coffee is quite diluted, and they drink it all the time.
Okay.
That's done.
Now we're going to go and answer our viewer questions from last week. We had a lot of viewers. It's nice to see that we had a lot of viewers from all sorts of crazy countries.
So much.
For from a lot of European countries.
Yeah, Portugal, Italy. We had also from here in Ottawa. We had Montreal. We have
Holland.
We definitely had Holland.
We had a bunch of countries.
Yeah, we had Sweden. We had.
For instance, there's a certain Maxine from Holland here who had a lot of questions. Maxine from Holland, you are disqualified for question abuse. Question abusing. Abusive questioning. Okay? I do not like the tone or the approach or the messaging behind
Just for
the
you
questions.
who are mixed up with the number of sisters in this family, Maxine is the youngest. The baby, there we go. But she also gets the free pass on everything. So this is probably the first time in her 37 years that she's been told that she's disqualified for anything. So that's kind of...
For instance, why is Vash so conscious about his glasses?
Or, why does Dave know more about what Heidi's doing than Heidi does?
Yeah,
Hello.
well, I think that's moving on. Catherine. Okay, Catherine would like to know if this is only going to be about swimming and coffee. Well, Catherine, you are this close from disqualification as well.
No, but I spoke to her after.
Hold on a sec. It's about a lot of things. It's about all sorts of sports, like in
Wine
Sweden.
drinking.
Sweden, what's the big sport there? Like
Hockey and
backgammon.
And skiing.
I think backgammon is a big sport over there. We can talk about that. You choose not to.
We're so gonna get in shit here. No,
No, the hockey. Well,
they came second in the Olympics.
That's right, with the
Behind
yellow,
Canada.
with the yellow, they had the yellow shirts. Didn't we kick their asses?
Well,
okay, so Marion would like to know if we actually swim 1,000 meters. Okay, listen up, bucko. 1,000 meters is a kilometer. Okay, it's about 3,000 feet. That's a heck of a lot of inches.
Feet are.
So.
No, but the answer is no, okay? So we did last time I think we did release 600 or 700, but it's about that now. But there's a lot of flipping, and Bash wants to retake, takes. He's a taskmaster.
There have been some comments and questions through alternative channels, like Facebook and stuff,
So on
where there seems to be some suggesting that I tend to hog the show a little bit. Okay.
Some people have also mentioned that you were hilarious. I just want to say that.
Well, that's fine.
And some people have also said that
But
I
want to say that this show is all about Heidi. Okay, it's about Heidi coming back to her home town.
Right.
Not exactly the hometown, but anyway.
So Batch's version about all
Heidi,
about.
Can you? Okay, Heidi, I need you to focus a little bit here, and
I'm thinking that those of you who don't know my family, this is a great way for you to know how I became who I am, and why I might be so verbose in some situations and not so in others, because this is basically what I have to deal with. But imagine this times 5. Okay? No, wait a minute. How many are we? We're 6. Right. So there's one of me. So there's okay. We're really 5. It's complicated.
Okay, Heidi, stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. We are very happy that you tuned in for our second episode. Our third episode just might be the deal breaker, the game changer. Because Heidi, what's going to happen? That's what I thought.
I'm going to finish eating my croissant.
That's why.
Listen, no, third episode, you got to come back. Because for the...
We might have a special guest.
We're a special guest.
Hold on.